Hello and welcome to Cinema Express. My name is Ram Venkat Srikar. In this episode of Kuti Review, we'll be talking about Ajay Bhupati's Mahasamudram, starring Sharvanand, Siddharth, Aditi Rao Hydari, and Anu Emmanuel. To describe my thoughts on this film, I would like to draw an analogy between the 2016 superhero film Batman vs Superman and Mahasamudram. So, do you remember the sequence, that iconic sequence where Batman took over Superman in the 2016 film? If you look back at the sequence right now, it feels like the whole confrontation and the consequential tragedy could have been easily averted had the two people just sat down for a conversation. I had the same excruciating feeling while watching Mahasamudram when Siddharth and Sharvanand faced each other pointing guns. That's probably because the conflicts in Mahasamudram feel so silly and futile. Like the 2016 film, I felt the leading men of Mahasamudram just sat down and had a chat over WhatsApp about how they would like to take their enmity forward, and that could have put almost every conflict in this film to rest. But then we wouldn't have got the drama in it. Like there's gunfights, there's car chases, there's bodies flying all over. But the drama that we get, is that fun? No, it's joyless and it feels quite indulgent considering how serious this film takes itself. This film has every trope that would make an emotional film alone. Like there's friendship, there's betrayal, there's hope, there's love, there's redemption and everything. But like again, none of these factors, they just don't reach the peak you expect them to. Sharvanand plays Arjun, who spends his days fighting bullies and roaming on roads with his friend Vijay, played by Siddharth, who seems to be more focused compared to Arjun. Now Vijay wants to become a police officer, and at one scene he expresses his intention to misuse the power and authority that this job would eventually give him. Now, when you say that these two characters have been friends for lifelong, and although their age is not mentioned, I assume they are well into their 20s. So when one of these characters, one of these best friends turns out to be a rotten apple, you expect the other guy to express that shock, that deceit that he has been subjected to. The film doesn't explore that either, and it just feels like the characters move on too simply. After long stretches of romance between Vijay and Maha, played by Aditi Rao Hydari, and Arjun and Smita, played by Anu Emmanuel, when finally the director feels like he wants to give us some story to invest in, we get a beautiful scene where Vijay turns out to be the bad guy and he abandons his best friend and his lover. Now this was a beautiful moment, to be honest. Like you see the bad guy covered with the red light, and you see flashes of green over the good guys. Now I expected this to be the foundation for a great tale of friendship and betrayal and an equally complex love story. But that doesn't happen once again. The character played by Aditi Rao Hydari, you could say that the film is titled after her. She's Maha. But she's not in the center of any of these proceedings. She's cornered into a periphery while angles like smuggling and gang wars take over in the second half. She is portrayed as someone who has an agency, like she stands up for herself at one point and says that she can provide for herself, but the writing never substantiates this. Now, Mahasamudram has a gritty premise, but it's treated with obviousness. Like the character Trimagasi in the platform says, it is so obvious that I wouldn't even call it obvious. Sharvanand is called Arjun, and his mama, who's called Chunchu, there is a scene where Chunchu mama tries to manipulate Arjun to get in to adapt the dark side, and then you see something similar to a chariot from Mahabharata in the background. Like it's obvious that they have planted this scene to be a reflection of Gitopadesha. Now there is a twist with this angle towards the end, but it makes no difference in the larger context. Mahasamudram is not a tasteless film by any means. Like for instance, I liked how the ocean is a recurring visual in this film. We get to see the lush visuals of this ocean a lot of times. Similarly, the sound design has a persistent layer of waves throughout the film. They keep reminding us about the vastness of this story. It's vast, but sadly, it's empty. That's it about Mahasamudram, and see you soon with another film. Thank you.